I'm a person who believes that life is all positive. Negativity doesn't exist. Negative doesn't exist means frustration, irritation, anger, sadness, depression. All these things are created stuffs. That's what I believe in more than anything else. However, if you really look at it, if you see life, which is when you see first time your life, when you're born as a baby. When you're born as a baby, you're not depressed, you're not sad, you're not frustrated. You are none of these things which is your true characteristic. So God and universe have given you birth as a very cool, relaxed, positive person. That's what I believe. So if you're born like that, why can't you live like that and die like that is a question which I ask for the people. I really don't know. Why do you become adult and get all these trust, strain and this one? So that is one thing which I strongly believe by. So I'm not a motivational speaker. I do all my sessions free of charge. I don't charge for anything. It's purely as a giving back to the community and nothing else, right? So I'm not here to make fame or make, a community, make a system. What I tell people is meet me once, clear all your doubts and forget me. I'm not here to make followers. So it's a very, very clear indication what I strongly believe by. So feel free to ask any doubts. Now the topic we are picking on the National Girls Day. So you can ask me any question with regards to that. What is irritating you? What is bothering you? Now priorities goes this way. Whoever is on video and audio, I'll give first priority. Second priority is for people who come only on audio. Third priority is people who are chatting. There you go. Pavi has come on camera. So that's good. See, always remember something. Why are most of you shying away from coming from camera? That is the first thing, right? So let's make it very, very first, very, very clear. What you don't understand is somewhere internally you have a complex. You as all girls, internally you have a complex. What my background is, what people are going to think is, am I looking fine? All these things are worrying you due to which you're not coming on camera, right? I've noticed that it is an opportunity for you to expose. Now, Pavi, for example, I will never forget her because she's the first girl who came on video and gave that action to improve. So as girls, first of all, stop shying away. You talk about girls, a lot of stuff, but then you really don't come forward. You always cover yourself behind the back. You want the world to pull you up. So all these days are being created to show that how powerful you people are. But you yourself cover yourself in that old barrier which you have. No one can raise you from there because internally you yourself have a complex. Now, for example, look at me. I'm going to spoil my hair, right? I'm going to spoil my hair and talk in front of you. I have no problem because I don't care what you people think about me, right? So that is what you have to be, that it doesn't matter what people think about me. If I do my best and if I truly know my worth, nothing has to matter. My jacket is like this. I'm going to talk like this if you want. I have no problem. I don't care. Because I know what I am. So I don't doubt what you people are going to think, what I'm going to feel, what the principal think. Oh, such a professional show. He's making his jacket like this and I'm talking. It doesn't matter. So that is the first thing I tell people is that if you are in the back step, don't expect the world to pull you up. So it is an option for you to come in front of the world and expose, and you are not doing that somewhere around thinking that what the world is going to think. So the options are very simple. People on video comes first, second is audio, and third is. And then other thing what you don't understand is, even in future, I'm one speaker, there'll be other future speakers which is going to come in. Show yourself, ask the right questions. Sometimes you don't know, maybe they will give you a job because of that, right? So what you don't understand is never miss an opportunity to show yourself to the world. If you shy away from it, I'm telling you, the world doesn't even care. Get this point very, very clear. The world doesn't care. So if you have a chance to expose, or not expose in the sense means come forward, talk in front, discuss, every step of time, you are making an impact to the world. If you ask the right questions, if you ask the thing, you're going to improve. Your life is going to change. Now, why many people are not again coming in front of the camera? Somewhere around, they still think that I'm not worthy enough. If you think that you're not worthy enough, I'm telling you, no one can create worth. There you go. Afreen has taken the confidence to come online. So that is what I want. See, now you see all smiling faces by everyone. What are you shying away from? It doesn't matter. Please, you have a strength. If you yourself cover from this world, who's going to see you? And then in the back, you will say, girl is not getting equality. Girl is not getting fairness. Girl is not. Yeah, it doesn't work. You have to be there to the world to recognize you. Right? What I tell people is girls are already powerful. But if they are, shying away from the places where they have to act, if they're shying away from the places where they need to show, if they're shying away from that, you will never understand your power. First of all, to understand people's power, you need to act. Only if you take actions is when you genuinely build up strength or genuinely, understand yourself. Without actions, you don't understand yourself. Right? So the first action, 3 of you took the action. I can only see 3. I don't know if there's more people on camera, right? So 3 of you took the action. Now oh my God, that is beautiful. So if I get everyone on camera, that's the best thing. Thanks all Princey and Minu for coming online too. You have taken a step saying that I love myself. Whoever comes on camera is accepting that the way I look is the best I can look. God has created me in that form. So I love myself. Seher also came in. So see, look at yourself. You are all beautiful. What are you trying to run away from? But what happens? Beauty always, or your self-worthy always get confused when you look at other people around the camera. That is when the complex starts. Right? Oh, Afreen looks like this. Her hair looks like that. Her hair is long. My hair is short. Oh, switch off the camera. Right? So that's what happens. So don't look at the other people. They are there. They are there. God created them. God gave them some strength and God gave them some weakness. God gave me some strength. God gave me some weakness. Focus on that strength. Focus on the long hair and not the mark on your face. Right? Focus on what beauty or specifications God has given you. And if you start seeing it from that point of view, automatically your power as a girl will begin to grow and you're going to go strong from that point. So I've been triggering you on various questions. That is the joke I always say. I don't know if I told you, every fat girl is told to be thin. Every thin girl is told to be fat. Every dark girl is told to be fair, and every fair girl is told to be tanned. Right? Every scar on the face is told to have a clear face, and every clear face is told to have a tattoo on the face. The world is constantly telling you to be someone else. The businesses and corporates are constantly telling you to be someone else. Please don't be someone else. The day you loved your wrinkles, the day you love your mark, the day you love your fat coming from one side, the day you love your short hair, the day you love your mark on your hand, the day you love yourself, I'm telling you, that is the first step of your true power of being a girl. Right? Different people have different principles to follow. Follow the values which your family stand by. And within that limit, you can do anything and everything what you want. Now, many people ask me, sir, okay, you're telling expose, show yourself. But if your community or family doesn't allow that, you should be very careful. You don't break that unnecessarily. Right? Sometimes that question comes into mind. Everyone is telling show. It doesn't mean that you have to show the way that everyone is showing. There is a way in your religious belief or in a cultural belief to stay within that loop. Stay within that loop and show yourself. The value is there and not trying to be like someone else at the end. So I've triggered out. So I was going to tell about that, right? So constantly everyone is being told to be someone else. And when you look yourself and compare with someone else, every time you reduce your worth. And when you reduce your worth, you switch off your camera. When you reduce your worth, you don't take the action. And then you say, it's not fair, there's no justice and all that thing which works out. So go ahead. Questions, or I again talk about a topic with regards to girls. Feel free to ask anything. You can ask me any question from birth to death. That's what I truly believe in. I don't want to be a motivational speaker because motivational speaking never helps anyone. It's like a vitamin tablet to an unhealthy body, which gives temporary satisfaction to keep your body fit. But after the real health start issuing you, even vitamin tablets won't work. That's how I see motivational speaking is. So I'm not a motivational speaker. I'm here to clear your doubts. Meet me once, clear all your doubts and forget me. I don't want to talk in front of you all again because I'm answering every question from birth to death. That is the principle which I follow by, right? So go ahead. Questions? Or do I talk about a topic? Just raise your hand so I can call your name, and then you can just, unmute so that there is some protocol. Yes, Monali.
So my question is, we are definitely living in a patriarchal society. In such case, how can we girls define and make our own place and identity?
Okay, first of all, when you say, patriarchal society, you basically, your concept is men is running the world and women follow. That's what you see. In summarize, I just want to know your understanding of what you mean by that. Just to understand, because now I say depression, each one of you will have a different meaning to depression. Right? So what's your meaning to that word? Can you share that, Monali?
Yes, as you said, like men are dominating.
So men are dominating. Okay, woman is not. Woman is being controlled. That's your understanding by that.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I think only there's two men in this, so we'll have a lot of interesting discussions here. So now the problem with, I'm not saying the problem with women or problem with people. What you got to first understand here is when you genuinely see, when you say let's forget young girls and boys, right? So generally when you are born, girls and boys don't differentiate anyone, right? A baby doesn't differentiate girl or a boy. A baby doesn't differentiate adult or this one. So you're all very clean people. So what generally happens is with time, some people get a male characteristic and some people get female characteristic. Most of the things are influenced by external people. And that is when you build up a concept of I am a man and you're a woman. So once you build up this concept, the next thing is you begin to compare what can the men do and what can the woman do. So when you compare and see it from what can the men do and what can the woman do, you begin to standardize a certain set of principles or characteristics which a man should have and which a woman should have. So that is what is actually clearly defining each person's roles. Now let me talk a little bit more about girls versus boys, because that is the discussion at the end of the day. Girls are powerful on their own means. Boys are powerful in their own means. Both have their certain strength, and females or men also have a certain strength. Female also have a certain strength. They have a different weakness, and female also different weakness. When you marry, the concept of marriage, most of this control starts coming after marriage. When you marry, the strength of the men and the weakness of the woman balances out, because what the woman need is sitting with the men, and what the men need is sitting with the woman. That is the concept of marriage as to why people get married, because somewhere around both have a certain weakness, and that can be only fulfilled by the other party. So that is the one reason why marriages happen, because somewhere around a woman needs a protection. Physically, whatever you do, men is always stronger than woman. Now you can justify, I'll go to the gym and build up my body and get strong enough. That's all a different discussion. But if you average it up, men is physically more stronger. So when you're physically more stronger, generally your mental strength is a little bit weaker, right? God won't give people both, right? But if you really look at it, women are more powerful in dealing with crisis. Women are more powerful when something sad happens, they cry it out. Now, crying is a very strong characteristics which a lady has. They can cry it out and release out that stress which they have. Men don't cry it out, they die with a heart attack. Because they suffer. That's why most men die with a heart attack and not ladies. So what you don't understand is, first stop differentiating girls and boys, men and women, and battling this out. If you genuinely focus on love, there won't be controlling and sacrificing and compromising and all those things which coming into the picture. Now, you are saying men is more dominating. There is one, let me give you a simple example. Okay. Think in future you're married, your husband and wife is walking together. Someone puts a compliment or someone holds his wife or whatever it is. Don't you think the man has to be dominant enough to face that battle and save that wife out of that? Yes, most of you will say yes. So what happens is each role have a certain characteristic built up with it. Now, there is a concept of misusing the process. That is a different discussion. That even women also misuse and men also misuse. So the question here is that is, as each woman sitting here, I'm telling you, every wife at the end controls the husband only. If you really look at the whole, you ask any husband, right? Generally, the wife has a big role in controlling a husband or controlling. Now, I'll tell you something. Now, you people talk, it's a very, men dominant place. Now, simple question. A son is generally influenced by the mother. A son is generally influenced, a father is generally influenced. So you, again, feeling the opposite weakness and strength concept. Now, I'm sure most of the mothers, in future you're going to be mothers, right? Most of your mothers, what you're going to tell to your son, be this person, have this much salary, so then you will get a good girl. Indirectly, you yourself as mothers are also telling that the girl is a product. If you achieve a certain goal, you will get the gift. If you achieve that, which mother is talking, saying that, okay, be a good man, be a good human, you will get the right girl coming into your picture. Very few mothers tell this to the children. What the papa? No, get this salary, you will get this girl. Be an engineer, you will get the engineer girl. Be a doctor, you will get a doctor's girl. So if you really look at it, the societies are not made by the youth or the adults. Every society is made by the mother and the father sitting there and figuring out how I have to grow this child. Now, if the mother teaches the child that love is more important, respect is more important. Now, for example, you see a beggar lady coming in front of you, right? What do? Hey, go. We don't want to talk with you. Now, there you're disrespecting a girl. So, and what your son is seeing and what your daughter is seeing, okay, it's okay. Some girls I can disrespect. And some girls I can have to give respect. Now you have an actress coming in, oh, full respect. Hey, ma'am, come down, sit. What you yourself is doing, you are teaching in the person's mind that a differentiation is there based on the strength and the power and the status. So when you become great individuals, a lady comes or a wife comes, what they are saying, they differentiate. Powerful to me, senior to me, okay, no, okay, then control them. When you have a worker in home, simple question. When you have a worker in home who's coming to help at home, do you teach or respect them as a lady or do you respect them as a worker? This is simple questions which people have to ask, right? So if you're taking them, oh, lady, hey, not even auntie, you will be given to say, hey, do clean this, hey, do that, hey, do that, hey, do that. What is the son seeing? A girl who's at home, doing the same job, somewhere is being a worker, so I can talk with her that way. So the question is more about the society. Yes. Now, who are the most of the people in powerful posts, which is basically armies and all that? If you really look at it, it is generally male because they have the physical power. You can't run away from that. So a certain level of people will control the society, but the point is, what are you in your family? Are you respecting women and brothers and sisters equally? Are you respecting the outside ladies equally? Are you respecting or giving a fair people or fair, opportunity to ladies also? Once you start doing that, the society will automatically dilute on its own. But what you do, sir, you go and talk. Or, when there is a big trouble going on, you will say, hey, husband, it's your problem. You figure it out. Stop thinking girls versus boys. The day you start thinking we, which is WE, is when most of the society will dilute on its own. My responsibility, right? So the problem is when there's now, I don't know how many of you know, I don't know this coffee day, the coffee drinking company, the husband dies with a suicide. And now the wife have taken over. They had a huge loan and they're most probably 50% of the loan is already covered by she running the business the right way. So what she's doing there, instead of blaming that it's my husband has suicide, she took a step and thought my husband has created this now because due to some reason he couldn't figure it out. I'm here to figure it out. They both are successful husband regardless because they're standing on for each other. But when you start seeing, oh, it's my husband, oh, he figured it out, that's done, I got to have my own career, then, is all these problems starts coming in. So, first of all, when you yourself say it is a men-dominated, it's a men-dominated society, you yourself have told that self it's women are weak. It's a simple concept. When you say someone is better, indirectly you're saying that I'm not better. When you say this person is that, indirectly you're saying that I'm not better. So when you say men are more powerful, indirectly you're saying that woman is not powerful. So first of all, stop saying that. A mother is not powerful to the son? Yes. Do you think a wife is not controlling the husband? Do you think the husband is going to do everything against the wife? I'm telling you, you're just going to split up. So don't think that you don't have powers and stop comparing. The biggest problem is, I'll tell you the biggest problem in summary. Girls are not being girls and boys are not being boys. Both are trying to be like others. And that is where the biggest problem is right now. And who's making you do it? Not your family. The corporates have a bigger role in that. Now there's a lot going on girl power. I'm okay. Girl should have their power. Empowerment of girls. I'm a person who believes that girls are already powerful. You don't need to empower them. It is the places which girls themselves complex themselves. It is places where they themselves are backing out. Now, after pushing you all, how many people came on camera? Maximum 6 people. Right? Now, how can I say the remaining of you people are confident if you come forward? And now you will say men is dominating. Yes, men is dominating. We have, Shivalinga sir and me talking. Men is going to dominate because girls are sitting back there. So don't tell, obviously Pavi is also there. So she's there standing strong. So what you don't understand is, guys, stop comparing and stop, trying to be like boys. If a girl really stands strong, like the principal of the Providence College, if you really stand strong, you can change a lot of life. You can make a big impact. You don't understand the power, but once you start saying men more dominant, more powerful, your mind also thinks from a complex side. Your mind also thinks from a versus side. Your mind also thinks that, what am I going to do? I'm compromising. I have to sacrifice my life for a man, and the society is not giving equal opportunity to the girls. There are great opportunities for girls. Only if you start seeing that girls are powerful enough, you will start seeing the opportunity from that point, right? So many people try to blame the society, trying to find a reasoning for they being a victim of the society. Stop doing that. Society is there in general to protect, and societies are made based on hundreds and thousands of years of different experiences passed on and passed on and passed on. Many people tell me that, sir, one girl asked me a question. I think in Providence College only, one girl asked, sir, we are not allowed to go late in the night. The society says girls have to come back earlier, boys can go hang around. This is a simple question people ask me. I say, like, maybe in the past, many girls have gone out late in the night, either got picked up or had in a bad relationship, something wrong might have happened. So what the society is going to say? So say girls said, okay, let me ask you a simple question. Okay, how the society is making a system into your life and trying to control, or you are saying that, men-dominated society. Let me make you a simple example. Let me see the raising hands. How many of you drink soft drinks? I don't know if I actually asked this question in the Providence College. I think I might have asked. How many of you drink soft drinks? Minu says she's drinking soft drinks. I'm looking down because my screen is down. Many of you would be drinking soft drinks. My next question to you is, now release all your hand down. Okay, now my next question is, how many of you know that is bad for health? Now see, Afreen, I've seen. See, you're all raising your hand knowing it's bad for health. Now what the society is going to do, after 10 years, you drinking soft drink, some health issue will come, and the society will say, oh, no more soft drinks for girls and boys and for students. So you are misusing, you know it is bad. You know it's not good for you, and you're still having it. And after 10 years, your son will come, oh, we need freedom. We need to drink soft drinks. Society is not supporting us. My father used to drink, my mother used to drink. Is it fair? you are the society and you are creating the society, and you as mothers are creating the sons, and make sure that is positive. If you start teaching your brothers, sisters. Now, for example, let me ask you another question. You are all girls, you might have brothers. When you're watching a movie, okay, when you're watching a movie, your younger brother is seeing a boy harassing a girl. Okay, you're seeing a movie, a boy harassing a girl. How many of you will say to the brother, don't watch this scene, it's not good, it's going to, influence you in a bad way, you have to respect women, these are the negative people who are there in this world, don't be like them. How many of you, Sneha is saying she does it after, so go ahead and do that. It's your responsibility as individuals, as girls in the society, to improve your brothers, because you might be senior sisters. So how can I improve them? So when you start doing that, slowly the society will change. Slowly the respect will start coming in. Sometimes your mother might support it, my father might not support it. That doesn't matter. You do the role in the best possible way, and let's solve the society, right? So there is around 100 girls, 145 girls watching this show. So the next question is, how many of you are going to step forward and stop seeing anything negative with what is happening in girls, and stop exposing my brothers and sisters and my parents to anything happening negative to girls? You stop doing that, automatically that love will start flowing within your family. For example, let me give an example. A daughter shouting at a father, right? On TV, you're seeing a daughter shouting at a father, daughter shouting at a father, daughter shouting at a father. And suddenly what happens is your father comes with a question which is irritating you. By default, you're going to shout at your father, because you're constantly seeing it. Your action also becomes. So what happens to your brother who's constantly seeing, men dominating women, men dominating, the media also says men dominating women, everyone is men dominating women. They are also not going to be that way anyways. Every movie which you watch, the woman is always showed in the weaker side, and you go and watch the movie because you love the celebrity. Now, if you really look at it from that perspective, where is this all standing? So the thing is, let's stop blaming the society. We are a part of the society. If you all 145 girls in Coonoor starts deciding that I'm only going to talk positive, I'm going to see what women's power are, I'm going to see where women has to step in. I'm not here to battle up of women versus men. I'm going to be the most powerful and the most strongest woman, or a mother, or a future grandmother, or a future career person, the best possible way. And that's my job. If 145 girls from this session thinks from that point of view, I'm telling you, Coonoor itself is going to be in the right direction. But if you're constantly battling to be like boys, and these battles are not done by you, the battles are done by corporates. Don't understand. Now, how many of you know, there's a different drinks. You have the, this health drink. I don't want to mention the name. The health drink has a woman version, the men version, the kids version, the adult version, the D version. They have so many versions there. If you go and look at the back of the ingredients, only 2 or 3 things are different, remaining all are same. So each home will have a woman's version, because woman's power. You will have an adult version who's adult power. You have children's version. Oh, papa, I need that type of, yeah, for what? Who's making money? Corporates are making money. Divide and rule is the concept which has been going from years. And now the biggest concept is divide men and women as much as they can, so they can sell more. They know woman is being successful now. They know lots of women are getting in the market now. The more we divide them, the more we can sell. And that is what is destroying the society. And the biggest problem which I understand is, yes, your parents might be supporting men domination. But once you have a husband, once you have a future thing, are you worthy enough? That's the next question I ask people. Are you an irritated girl, or are you a happy girl? Are you a sacrifice or a compromising girl, or are you a flexible or a loving girl? If you are a flexible and a loving girl, you get a flexible and a loving husband. If you are a compromising and a sacrificing girl, you will get a dominant husband also. So the question here is what am I? Am I retaliating? If you're retaliating, God will send more people to remove the retaliation out of you. Have a notice, whoever talks of freedom, is always jailed in some way or the other. I know many girls, sir, I want freedom. I want freedom from my parents. They go and marry, their in-laws are also taking their freedom away. So the point is, what can I do? Now, I know I've triggered a lot of girls with lot of questions which you have, and that is what I want. I want you to all clear doubts so you girls all become positive people at the end of the day, and by which the whole society improves. Now, I've triggered you in the most sensitive topics which you all are going through. Now, shoot your questions so I can clarify it in the best possible way. I hope I've answered the society's first stop. Yes, Kritika, go ahead. Kritika, are you there? You have raised your hand for a question, or you raised your hand for the previous question? So, how does the queue work? Oh, okay, fine. So, Sherilyn, go and ask. Sherilyn, you have raised your hand.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, how can you define parental abuse or the trauma caused by because of the parents fighting, sir?
Okay, good question. So if you really look at it, the different kids which ask me different questions is, I've seen 60 to 70% of the girls and boys questions is a breakup issue, boyfriend, girlfriend, love. The remaining 20% I've seen is basically parents fighting, parents issues, can't manage it. And remaining 10% is the other options, which they completely mess up. So if parents are fighting, the first question I tell all girls, since you're all girls, is, can you change the fight or solve the fight? If you can't change the fight or solve the fight, you are just getting into a battle where you are only going to get hurt. What I tell people is, when two elephants are fighting, if you go in the middle, what happens? You're just going to get hurt. So the first step is, when your parents are fighting, step out of it. That is point number one. Or move out of it, or stay out. Like if your parents are fighting, slowly get out of the room into a different room so that you don't take any actions. Second thing, don't pick anyone's side. Mother can be wrong, father can be wrong. That is the biggest joke I tell people. You can never ever, a third person can never ever decode why a husband and wife is fighting. Only they both know it, and only they know the solution. So the point is, when you start taking sides, mother's side, father's side, they will know who's my side, and then they will start showing you anger and showing you that. So the second step is, don't take anyone's fight. They are trying to figure out something. They are fighting either to work out something or to split or whatever it is. Let them work it out their way. On your side, you read good books about marriage. You reach positive. How can I be a better wife? Learn why they are fighting, but don't be in the fight. Learn means why mother is fighting with my father, why that woman is fighting with that man, why that man is fighting with this woman. Try to find, is there any learning thing so I don't repeat. Many girls and boys whose parents fight, they also, after marriage, they also fight because they build up picking one person's side, either mother's side or father's side, and then they will get a husband opposite that to counter that. So that is the third aspect. The fourth aspect, what you need to do when people are fighting is, don't be the garbage bin of the fight. Many children do this. Garbage bin means mother will have a problem with the husband. The mother will fight. She will find weak in fighting. She will throw the garbage to the children. Hey, your father is like this. He is hurting me. Emotional garbage they throw to you. Don't take that garbage. Because then what is happening is, mother creates the fight, creates the garbage, throws it to you. Then you figure out, sorry, mother is happy. I've transferred all the garbage to my daughter. Let her figure it out. So what happens there? When you stop taking this garbage from them, you hit back, the garbage stays with them. And when the garbage stays with them, the garbage will either increase, one step will happen, or the garbage will give them more realization, the fight will stop. Most of the fight sometimes with parents doesn't stop because the kids become the garbage bin to remove their stress and remove their relaxation. When you start doing that you have four different options. Either the fight will get solved, or the fight will go really serious, or other people get involved, or they might split apart, or whatever is going to happen. It is going to happen. You are not responsible for it. You can try to fix it, but fix it as a third person and not my mother's problem or my father's problem. Then again, there's a problem because then you'll be emotionally bonded and it works against you. Sharon, did I answer the question? Now, when you're asking me a general question, I can only give a general reply. But then, you know me, you can contact me later also. If you have a specific problem, specific which I can't or you can't ask me on a public forum, you can find out ways to contact me and message me, and I'll respond also. Right? Yeah, Sherlin.
Yes, sir. I've got 50% of the answer, sir. Can I contact you?
50% you got. So remaining 50%, Oh, see, now when I'm saying something, feel free to counter me also, right? So that
Sure.
your doubt is 100% clear. So what is the 50% you want to discuss here?
So, how to end up in a safe place?
How to?
End up in a safe place with parents, sir.
How to end up in a safe place with parents.
Parents, yes, sir. I need the parents to say like their love. I get their love, but when they fight, it's not enough for me, and I hate it.
So that is what, right? Sometimes some husbands, they fight and the next day they're the most happiest people in the world.
When the fights are really to say stupid reasons, sir, and then they take it.
That is, Sherlyn, that is love.
Thank you,
What
sir.
you don't understand is when two husbands are fighting. Now you will see my wife fighting for dumb reason. Hey, you didn't put this. I'll tell you another joke. Okay,
Yes, sir.
there was a husband and wife. Okay, they fight due to some reason, and they go to a psychologist and they have a discussion. They want to solve their marriage, and they are thinking of divorcing and all that thing. So what they do is, the psychologist asks, when you wake up first thing in the morning, what is irritating you? The wife says that, when I get up first, I go to the bathroom. I don't see my husband putting the toothpaste of the cap. And that's what irritates her first day in the morning. Toothpaste is not put. So every day what happens morning into the bathroom? Oh yeah, toothpaste is not put. Toothpaste is not put. Next day, toothpaste is not put. Next day, you didn't. Now the husband is busy, can't go for it. All the fight will start there. The actual cost is this toothpaste. Either two things, either make him close or you close it, problem solved. But what we do, we suppress, and boom. Suppress, and boom. So what you're doing is most of these small, husbands and wife, that is a part of love. See, when you love someone, you expect. And when they don't do the expect, you fight. But then, once you fight, you neutralize it, then that love happens. It is normal thing to fight. But in husband and wife, one thing I always tell, if you're fighting, finish the fight in that same day. Don't carry over to the next day. I don't mind people fighting. You go and fight, not a problem. But don't carry it over to the next day. Then what happens is you become negative. You're going to sleep with that hate. And that is not a good thing at the end, right? So what you got to understand here is, let them enjoy the fight. You are taking now, for example, you have your best friend. When your best friend doesn't do, you fight, no? Sherlyn, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So they will, it is the love which you're not seeing. So you're saying for stupid things, but they, always remember something. When any positive thing comes, there's also a negative thing also coming in with. So whenever you're talking about money is positive, but it gives you a negative way to use it and a positive way to use. So love comes. So love can be used in a negative way. And now if you overlove someone and the love they don't give you back, you fight. So love also has to have that balance. But dumb reason is now another reason. What I'm going to explain to you is that when a father and a husband and wife is fighting, you might be thinking it's a dumb reason, but the toothpaste, you are not seeing, right? The toothpaste cap not going to. Now mother, your father saying, okay, let's go outside. Mother, no, I don't want to go outside. They do the fight. So the real reason for the thing, you might be seeing stupid, but it's build up. For example, your father might say, don't go there. And suddenly your father want to go somewhere. Your mother will say, don't go there. That is where they will fight. So each fight is a suppression of something which is irritating them. And that if you solve that cap problem, the fight won't happen. So it is not the stupid reason they're fighting. Only in stupid reason they fight, they can, pacify it. But the real reason many people are keeping within themselves and not solving it, that creates other health issues and, other mental issues which comes from there. Now, did I answer remaining 50%?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Good. All thanks to God. Go ahead. Who's next? Kritika, you still have your hand raised up for a question? Or no? Okay. So see, feel free to ask. The more you ask, the better it is. I can clarify it. I know you, all of you have a different questions with regards to woman power, feminism, and all that thing. Or, woman has to get equal rights. Feel free to ask so I can clarify. And you can counter me also. Don't think that, whatever I'm saying, you're going to take it, accept it. Yes, Sandra.
Good morning, sir. My question is like everywhere a man goes, no, sir, he's mostly addressed as son of so and so, like his father's name till his death doesn't change. It doesn't change till his death. But for women, once she gets married, she's changed to wife of so and so. Why can't it be mutual? Like marriage is mostly about mutual understanding. So why can't this
Okay,
be?
so very good question. Fair enough. So what happens here is, again, male and female, right? So when you are saying son of this, daughter of this, people know that this man is behind this woman. So what happens is when you say the son of this, everyone knows which physical power is backing that girl. So what they say, son of this, father of this, son of that, or daughter of that man who has this physical power. So that is the first step. Now, when you go and get married to, you're saying wife of this, again, wife of that man who protects that girl from whatever status or symbol which that man has or whatever. So the question here is, it is basically, you tell that I'm from this college. Why are you saying I'm from this college? Because that's the knowledge, that's the advice, that's a certificate you have. You're saying that I'm from this society. You're saying that because the society is going to back me up if something goes wrong or something goes heavy. So the reason why they're doing it is now you're saying about equality. Now, if I tell I'm the son of this, now let me say a simple logical concept and explanation to Sandra's question. If I'm a very powerful man, right? Let's say I'm a very powerful man. If I've been kept saying he's the husband of this woman, he's the husband of this woman, the whole public is going to know I'm the husband of this woman. Don't you think I'm also being a weaker person by saying that, because they can come after my woman and make me weak? So what we try to do is, now, when you have a problem, when a guy is running after you, would you go run to your mother or you run to your father? Mostly you run to your father because the father can protect you from that in some form or the other. Mother is already weak in her physical strength. The boy is going to supersede that anyways. So the question why we are doing it is we or the male or want to see that. Now, the thing is, again, you're picking on why it's not equal. It cannot be equal because you're exposing your mother's name. Now, for example, every powerful person you're saying he's the wife of that, he's the wife of mother, he's a son of this mother. Basically, everyone comes to know about your name, and then they can hit them, they can search them, they can find them and go work against them also. That may be one of the reasons why society figured it out. I don't know, but I think that is one of the reasons. Sandra, did I answer the question?
Yes, sir. It was almost, but still not I'm satisfied because I can't accept that.
No, it's you not accepting is your call.
Yes.
It is because you're standing as the female side. Stand seeing as me and my husband. Stand seeing as me and my thing. Whose name would you like to be protected from?
Why can't it be my father's name till the end? So I don't want my mom's name. Why can't it be my father's
Why
name?
can't you give your father's name? Great question.
Like, why should I change it after marriage to wife? Or why can't I be the daughter of my father till the end of my death, like my husband?
So now, as a lady, right now you are under the father's protection right now. But after you marry, in the societal culture, the girl goes into another family. A simple question, Sandra. After your marriage, who's responsible for you?
My husband.
Yeah, you're saying my husband, and now you don't want to have it wife of this. See, it's a simple thing. See, Sandra, what
That's
I'm saying is,
the society, though, sir. Like, even though we protest against it, we can't do anything. That's how it goes. There's no, we can't
and
do
that is how it needs to be, Sandra. Don't try to compete that. Because I'll tell you something. I'll tell you something. I know many families, many girls tell me this, right? I know many families, the husband doesn't do anything for her. The in-laws, she still lives with the money which her father is. If she wants a mobile, the father pays. Now what is theirs? The girl has to say, son of this only, or daughter of this, I don't have a problem. But if the whole responsibility is given to the husband or the husband's family, they have the right over you regardless. This is the question you're asking me. Why the son has to say that, I'm the mother of it. If someone he loves, he can start saying that is the mother also. That is a question to be asked. So what you need to understand here is, you not accepting it, you are going to be negative. Because every time when someone tells you wife of this man or Mrs. whatever it is, you will feel irritated. And that irritation is going to create a marriage problem in future for you because you're not accepting it. Why can't you be so happy that, yes, I have this powerful man standing, in front of me or behind me, protect me, and I'm worthy and enough to get that. Now, if you have a great diamond, don't you go and buy from the most highest branded, like Tiffany and Company? You might have heard. You ever heard of Tiffany and Company, Sandra?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Why do you go buy diamond from there? Why can't you go to a local shop and buy? Though they are putting a brand. So you are a diamond and you're branded by that man or Tiffany and Company, saying that this is our brand. So it has a status, it has a respect, there's a value.
Yes, sir. I understand.
When you are a diamond, be powerful in that diamond. Don't try to be a rock which is there standing outside fighting for something which is not going to change.
All right, sir. Thank you, sir. I really
Now,
got
doubt 100% clear now? Now you're accepting or you don't still accept?
Thank you, sir.
Okay, good. No, feel free to counter me. This is what I want. I want to clarify lots of women's doubt. There's a lot of questions which is going through in your head. So feel free, raise your hand, ask this question so you can clarify. If I'm saying something wrong, counter me, because I'm a man. Sometimes I don't know what the girls are going through. So maybe I'm thinking it wrong. Maybe I will change. Maybe, okay, Sandra taught me something to counter me also. But don't take it because I'm saying it. Take it if you strongly believe what I'm saying, or test it, right? And work it out from there. More questions? No? Ask. I know many of you have all crazy doubts. Yes, Sharon. Sharon, yeah.
Good morning, sir.
Positive
Sir,
morning
it's
to
a
you.
little bit question.
Yeah.
Why is women who are working at home, they're not working at home, but they've been called as housewife. But whereas men, they sit at home doing nothing and they they do the work and get all the things from women, but they aren't called as house husband. Why is that so, sir?
Okay, very good question. Now let me see it from this point. First question is, you girls, or not you girls, because I'm a man, I'm just generally talking about it. You yourself have this concept that this housewife is a bad, negative, cheap work which you're doing. What you don't understand is the housewife is changing the world or destroying the world. If you're a happy housewife, I'm telling you, your child will do better. If you're a genuine mother, I'm sure that you will be genuinely changing your family in a best possible way so that the child can be much. I'll tell you something, any successful man which have made a great impact will always be thankful to their mother. Have a look at this. I'm not joking. Any great successful person, you have a look, will always be thankful to the values which the mother transferred to them. What is the problem with the word called housewife? You yourself think it's a bad word, and people agree. Now there's this, no, we have to call this, there's the other word, homemaker. Right? Both are the same meaning. You're doing the same thing. You can call it by housewife, homemaker, mother, father, people. Now that is the other thing. Shannon, if I call your dog, how do you feel? Good or bad?
It's a bit bad, sir. But I feel good because I love dogs.
Okay, then if I call you, oh, sorry, my screen is gone. If I call you a dog, you feel okay because you love dogs. If I call you a donkey, how do you feel?
I would feel a little bit upset or worried.
Little bit upset. Now, if I tell you your mother a donkey, how do you feel?
We'll really get angry.
Really get angry. Why? You have a doubt? She's not a human?
She's a human,
Right.
sir, but if someone
See, now, if I'm okay, now let me give you a counter question. A mental person comes and tells you a donkey. Would you get hurt?
no, sir, we'll see how he is and just react
How he is.
calmly, or
So
we get
if a human being, if like me, a human being can't look at you and understand that you're a human, don't you think I have a mental problem?
yes, sir.
So people who don't understand you, they're calling you a housewife or a homemaker or a servant or whatever it is. It doesn't change your real identity of how you see yourself. So if someone calls you a housewife, this their call. I know I'm the greatest woman supporting that family or being the greatest mother supporting that family in the best possible way, and full stop it there. Why should it really bother me anyways? See it from that point of view. And when you start seeing it from that point of view, the ball game begins to change. If someone calls you a housewife also doesn't matter. If someone calls you a housemaker also doesn't matter. If someone calls you a servant also, if you're compromising, many girls say, oh, you are struggling your life, you're compromising your career, compromising your future for the family. Is it a compromise? If your mother starts thinking that way, where would you be right now? I know many parents and children whose both the parents are working, they're sitting alone, either a drug addict, sitting alone, either in a wrong relationship, sitting alone or having a physical relationship because they didn't get the concept of love from their mother or father. So the question here is not about housewife or house, a man or house dad. The question is make sure one parent is there for a child regardless if, whatever is happening. If that is there, most of the family will figure out on its own. But the question here, more than that, is do women feel good being a mother and working towards the success of that family? If that is the attitude, people call you whatever, it doesn't make any big difference. But then corporates, marketing, feminists, and all those things will provoke you to go against that. May change housewife to homemaker. What difference does it make into the roles and rules? Nothing. I still don't understand. They constantly housewife. No. We are not housewife. We are homemaker. Like, what difference does it make? Wife means you're saying a husband, you have a complex. And home is home anyways. Homemaker and housewife. What does it make? Why do you think that me being called a wife of someone is a bad thing? Right? Now, for example, our Mukesh Ambani. You will say it's Mukesh Ambani's wife and she proudly says, I'm a wife of Mukesh Ambani. Now, where is the problem? And the question here is, what are you doing about it? Right? If you are the wife of this person, what are you doing about it? You're sitting and saying, I'm a wife, I can't do anything. So that is the one concept. Now, the second concept is you saying that the men is working and doing all that and all this and all that concept. Now, I'm not comparing the roles and rules of men and women and all that thing. See the amount of mental responsibility you give to a man. Mental responsibility means who pays the electricity bill, who pays the telephone bills, who protects the family, who makes sure the food is there on the table, who sees that the work is properly, who knows the salary, who takes care of your fees in general, right? I'm saying a general Indian society. There's a lot of mental things which the father is constantly thinking or that man is constantly thinking. So maybe that could be the reason why he's coming and taking a break. I don't know. For me, no one should take a break. My belief is no one should take a break, because what happens is break always leads to health issues. Now, if a father is working and for a long time at office and coming back and sitting and watching TV, I'm against the concept. Right? The same applies to women also. You will see most mothers working, and then afterward they have the TV series which they watch, sitting and watching. There's many women do that also. Now, you're not countering that, but you are saying a man is working and not doing that because you're comparing that career and profession is different and a mother's work is different. don't see it from husband and wife. We are working towards a better society. Right now, the husband is working, and right now I am supporting him. The family is also supported so that we win. Not me winning, who's making money, who's making less, I'm making more, I'm making that. I'm telling you, why marry? If you have that's a simple question. If you can't think as a we point of view, don't marry. Many people want that, oh, everyone's pushing to marriage, so I'll get married and work it out from there. So now, after what fathers don't understand is, many fathers don't understand is, you have a very frustrated work. If you go and help your family afterward, most of the frustration neutralized. But what they do, they go and watch the TV news and get more frustrated more, and they build up a heart attack in future also. Because pressure from work, pressure from news, how many people are, I think in your college only, the COVID anxiety or whatever is going on, right? Your father is all going, completely destroyed watching news that they're going to die tomorrow or their daughter's going to die tomorrow sitting in the court in your Providence college, right? So your father is who sees the world, sees the negativity more than what your mother is also seeing if she's sitting home. So there's many reasons there as to why that thing is happening. So just to clarify that. Now, Sharon, if you want to counter me, you can counter me on this, right? Sometimes what you ask me a question, I give a general overview of the concept which you need to understand. Some people get the answer. If I don't get the answer, counter me so I can give you the answer also.
No, sir, I've got the answer, sir.
Perfect. All thanks to God for that. That's what I want. I want everyone to get. Yeah, go ahead, Sharon. Yeah.
One more question, sir. Nowadays, girls have been trained they've been trained to learn self-defense, sir. But when there's a scenario where girls have been aloof, and they have been surrounded by men, even though they are well trained, their fear overcomes them.
Yes.
They have the fear more than
I'll tell you why. I will tell you why. Most of the girls right now are exposing themselves to news which is related to weakness of women. For example, let's say, you're all matured girls. How many of you on a daily basis get exposed to the concept of rape? Many of you, right? Every other news is a rape somewhere in India. So what you're naturally happening is that our girls and our sisters of India is by default is seeing and exposing themselves, and by their mindset itself, they are weak. Rape 1, rape 2, I am a woman, this can happen to me. You see again, you see in the movies also girls being harassed. You see the movies also boy cheating. You see all the, if you notice most of the horror, it's always ladies only and not men. Right? So every media and the weakness is completely telling that girls, you're weak, girls, you're weak, girls, you're weak. The lion is always after the weak deer. Is it not? Does the lion go after the strong woman, strong deer? No. The lion is always after the weak deer. Mentally, all our sisters are weak. What can we do about it? Nothing. So now simple, Shannon, when a girl is getting harassed in a movie, do you watch the scene or you don't watch the scene?
Don't watch it, sir.
You don't watch. Great. So, but if a girl's rape news is coming too much, being repeated, do you watch it or you don't watch it?
I skip the channel and go, sir.
Great. So that is what you got to do. But most of the girls are not doing it. Right? So constantly you're exposing yourself, woman being weak, woman being weak, woman being weak, woman being weak. Automatically what? I'll tell you something, Shannon. A mother is there. A child is being, hit by a man. You watch when the mother sees the child being hit. Once she starts talking, that man even can't talk a word. You may have noticed that when you're a small kid or when you see this, when mothers get angry, right? I'm telling you, men can't stand in front of it. Have a look at it. Look at your own example or look at your family example. When a mother sees a child having some unjust, you will see her coming out. If she comes out, I'm telling you, no self-defense is needed there. The mother will find her own self-defense automatically. But then that mother's power should be there in the head. Not that weak who can't fight, who can't come in front of the video, and all those weakness will start coming in. So you don't, now, there is two types of defense. One is physical, one is the mental power. When mental power stands in front of physical, they will lose automatically. That is what most of the great people say. Most of the battles are fought in the mind first and then physical. Right? So when a guy is doing something wrong to a child, you will see the mother just walking. The guy will feel the vibration of the mother energy coming. The guy himself will subside automatically. So the question you got to ask yourself is, am I being weak seeing media? Am I being weak watching all this news? Am I indirectly being fear into my system by exposing myself to girls on a weaker side? I'm telling you, you're mentally weak. Now, when you see a lot of rape, you slowly will think, will my cousin rape me? Will my brother rape me? Slowly you think my father will rape me. You are going with that attitude in front of those people. Anyways, they will feel like doing it because that's the vibration you're giving them. So I'm not saying that will happen, but it is the vibration which you're giving out. And the lion will pick it by regardless of whatever it is. So that is how you have to see it. So yes, self-defense is good for everyone. Now there is a different side of the business, but I'm telling you, when a child is being harassed in front of the mother, what self-defense does the mother need? That energy will come and that she will win the battle regardless. And not when a kid is grown up. You see a small, you have a 2-year, 5-year-old child, when the mother have this 100% love towards them, if some public person does something, you will see her coming in a very dangerous way. You won't even come close to them. Oh, mother is coming, let's run. Right? So that is the power of women, and very less women realize that. And they go on this battle, no, father has to protect and all that thing, right? So see it from that point of view. I think, did I answer the question or no?
Yes, sir, you have answered, sir.
Okay, first, if I answer, then I don't need to continue. Go ahead. More questions? Yes. Does someone raise a hand? Yes, Ayman Khader.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, positive morning to you.
So you told that when we have the vibrations of that rape, people feel like doing it. But nowadays, even children are raped. What vibrations are they giving out, sir?
Good question. Now, children are being raped. What to do about it and how to figure out that? Now, the first question is, there's two sides of the thing. If children are being raped, why is that child in that situation is the first question. Right? I've talked to girls, right? I've talked to girls and they tell me, sir, I want to just enjoy life. So late night, me and my friend walks around and just parties and goes around. Her chances of being raped is very high. Like I said, like seriously, like literally I shouted at that girl, like seriously at late night, you just want to randomly walk and have a chilling time with my friend because, I just want to have a fair enjoyment as the boys do. There could be a chances it could go wrong. That is point number one. A second thing is what happens to a child, why that vibration is happening. There's two sides. First thing is, why is that child in that situation? Why is that? Now you can ask me, let's move about rape. Let's talk about child being taken away from parents. Right? There are many human trafficking going on. There are many girls no one is talking about that. At least they're raping and throwing the girl or killing the girl. Here they're taking and they're going and doing continuously raping the girl. No one is talking about that. Right? So the point is, why are girls coming into this situation? The first question you ought to ask rather than why that girl is in the situation. So the first thing is maybe somewhere you are giving the freedom which you shouldn't be giving in a certain place. Maybe she went to the wrong place. Maybe maybe the parent didn't have a closer look at the child. When you go into a big group gathering, you'll always hold your child. Maybe you forgot to hold your child. Maybe you thought it is safe. Indirectly, you assumed that it would be safe. So maybe the parents got it wrong. That is the one side of the story. Now, the next side of the story is the guy who's actually raping. Maybe he's a mental issue. The second reason could be his parents. I don't know. It was a celebrity or who it was. I don't know. His parents used to tell him, go hang around with any girl, enjoy with any girl, have physical relationship with any girl, no problem, have a nice time. Now, the parents are telling that to every son and think, what is going to happen to the society? That is the third reason. Now, the other thing is, now I don't want to little more make you all feel bad. The songs which nowadays the 7th, 8-year-old kid are dancing towards, is it good songs? Now you have all the bad word song, and you have all this lusty song, you have all this sexually attracting songs which the 7-year, 8-year-old kids are dancing in the social media, on TikTok, on that. Why wouldn't she have that experience when you're at this small age trying to show and having they're kids? And indirectly the media, to make money out of it, they are creating a lot of unnecessary exposure of the youth, which is also creating that energy within the other people also. I'm not saying rape is right. It is completely wrong. It shouldn't happen. But how can you stop it is not getting influenced by media. I'm sure you have a lot of sisters. Now, I don't know, but there's a lot of Hindi songs. Now, for example, let me give a simple example. Now, there is this song in a movie, Main Sharabi Hu. I'm a drunkard, I'm a drunkard, I'm a drunkard. At the age of 8, a child is doing a dance show. I'm a drunkard, I'm a drunkard, I'm a drunkard. Don't you think that he is driven by that drinking energy? Think about it. I'm not joking. Now, many people tell, kids are gambling now. Right? Someone has this complaint, kids are into gamblings, and adults are also too much into gambling. You know why? The simple thing. Go and look in, the play areas. These kids go into this malls, and you have all the play areas. 50% of the things are gambling. 50% of the things are gambling. So at a very small childhood only, you're getting ticket. You're all collecting the ticket in the game, but indirectly you're influenced by the gambling at a very small age. So when you go old, you want the ticket. That ticket becomes money. That's the only difference. So what is happening here, if you really look at it, is the whole system is equally responsible for that situation to happen. Our point is, how can we protect our child from unnecessary exposures, unnecessary violence, unnecessary girls harassment? Now, many fathers are watching news. I'm sure an 8 and a 7-year-old kid is also seeing a girl being harassed and watching the news. How many fathers watches news with a headset? No one. Everyone put loud volume. Hey, the girl is being raped. The girl is being harassed. Your 8-year-old, 5-year-old kids are all listening to this crap. His mind is there being polluted indirectly. So the question is not about how that child is in the situation. The question is why this whole situation has happened. And if you look at it, each and every point, there is one person responsible for that one man raping and the one girl going through that experience. I just gave few examples to make you understand of why it's happening. I hope I've answered the question.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay, good. So if I'm offending someone, I'm very, very sorry for it. But it's just that I'm just telling you a bigger picture, right? Many people are all fighting in the small. The girl got raped. That's why you're fighting. But the real fight will only be solved when you solve the bigger problem. Now, each one of you in future, you're going to be mothers. Don't even expose movies to your kid till the 10th grade. Let the society say anything. Right? Don't expose this negative, not negative, the songs which is not needed for children's. This reality shows, at the age of 5, 6, I feel so bad. People watching Big Boss and all that crappy thing, which teaches them about revenge, which teaches them to challenge, which teaches them to play dirty, which teaches them to, create problems and win over the situation. This is what your children are learning. So when you are, and even disrespecting, all these reality shows are disrespecting ladies so much indirectly. Who's watching? Your son is watching. And he is being created a rapist in the next 20 to 30 years. You're not realizing that. And then when the rape happens, you blame that person. So because that is what they say, right? It is easier to blame the person than the system, because blaming the system, it's expensive. Hitting the people, it's easy. The problem is with the system and not with that one person or one girl or that energy which the girl is giving out or whatever it is. We need to fix the system. And there's around 125 girls you're sitting. Stop watching negative girls being harassed, songs which is disrespecting girls, songs which is provoking men or cheap love or dirty, things. Don't sing this song. Now, I don't understand why a girl or a boy listens to sad music. Why breakup music? Oh, sad songs are very good. I like to feel you cry for it. For what? Now you're confusing God there also. God is a person who likes to see you happy. God is a person who likes to be you always at peace. If you find happiness in sad song, he's going to give you more sadness. Look at the God's beauty also. God gives you what you feel happy for. If you're happy being sad, God will make you sad in future. Don't blame me for that. So what is happening naturally? If you expose yourself, okay, rape. Next thing is that, okay, this can happen to me, this can happen to me, this can happen to me. Then you watch again. Oh, the brother did it to that girl. So my brother also did. So what is going to happen is slowly. Yeah, 8-year-old, 7-year-old are also going through the same thing. Tell me which movie is there right now where the girl is not having some negative emotions? Every movie will have one input, which has been putting in your head also. Watch the movie. I don't have any problem. I'm not here to tell you stop watching movie, but I try to understand how the media is influencing that positive mind, and that way it works it out, right? I hope I've answered the question. I hope I'm not offending, because you're all girls. Feel free to counter me. I want people to counter as much as you can so I can clear your doubts, completely, right? That's
Sir, one more doubt, sir.
Yes, Amina, yeah.
So I follow you on Instagram, sir.
Yeah.
And in one of your live, you had told that friendships are not good. We come in friendships for mutual, for some advantage. But
Yes.
sir, like personally, like I have been friends with my friends for more than 14 years, and we don't expect anything from each other. It's just like being there. So I don't agree with that point of yours, sir.
Good point. After you get married, your husband says not to keep any connection with this girl. Who you're going to choose?
I won't marry such a person, sir.
No, after marriage, he's telling this.
I don't know, sir.
So think about it. Tell me. Okay, don't say now because your friend will come to know. I don't want to get in the discussion. 99% of you will choose your husband. Now you'll say, no, I will divorce with my husband. Okay, fine, that's your call. Your child says that I don't like this auntie. She's irritating me. Mama, don't keep any connection. Which mother is going to keep connection with the old friend? So things will change. Friends will change. Keep the friendship, I mean, if it is really fair and good, not a problem. Being there is great. But at the end of the day, once you marry and move on, it is you, your husband being there for each other and your family being there. Because I'll tell you, that friend is also going to get married to someone else and they won't have the old time. Having good friends is fine. That means once in a year you contact, or once in 6 months you just say hi, hello, just to feel good about it. But doesn't mean that there are interruption to your actual roles which is given to you by God in future also. So make sure that doesn't work out.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Perfect. Yes, Seher. I'll take everyone with video, audio, then I'll come to the text. Very, very hot questions are coming now. Yes, Seher.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, is it wrong when you choose yourself above all and never compromise anything on yourself, but still being called selfish for loving yourself? Because I know it's only me for myself and no one else can understand me better than myself.
Perfect. You're on the right track. Being selfish is positive. That's what I strongly believe. Being selfish is the best thing you can be, because if you don't take care of yourself, who else will? Right? That is a single point. If you are only a good mother or a daughter, you can serve the family in the best way. If you yourself can't figure out yourself, then what's the point? You're total waste to the society anyways. Love yourself. And then after marriage, you go to a different level that the husband also becomes that same self within you. That becomes the real beauty of that ourselves. That if you can take, then you're living the best life after marriage also. Right? Because after marriage, it becomes we, and that we becomes that self. But right now, be selfish. If you have to study, not having a relationship, go and do that. If you think you need to, work on your fitness, work on that. Don't say yes and be too many friends with too many people. You're just going to lose yourself in the process. Good job, Seher. That's what I'm trying to tell you here. You're on the right track, right? Because then only you will really grow. You really look at most of the great, happy, successful people are generally have very less friends. They're generally alone only because they have happiness within themselves. Why they need so many friends? Now, if you believe God is a different ball game, that gives you a different energy altogether. And some people tell me, sir, I feel a lot alone. And I say, if you believe in God, you're never alone. If you have a great family, you're never alone. And that's all you need to feel complete. Sir, did I answer the question?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Happy being selfish. That's what you got to do. Because take care of yourself first. Then go help your family and then the world. And that's what the best process which any can. But around most of the people, they go after society, they go after clubs. Some people are running after clubs, their health is gone. Some people are running after changing the country, their family is gone. That is not complete. Some people have a lot of money. Most of the rich people are either divorced or single. Now, is that success? I don't know. They can't figure out a person. They can figure out all this money, they can't figure out a person. That's not being again success again. Yes, more questions? I'll keep on going until you ask me questions. That's it. Everyone done with audio? I'll go to the text. Everyone audio. No one with audio. Anyone else audio? Okay, now I'll go to the text. Shivalingan. Don't post. Sorry. Share. Nidhi is asking, what does feminists generally agree on? What do they disagree about? Again, Marilyn also asked me. Okay, Sandra's asking me, what is the biggest issue in feminism? Marilyn, in your view about feminists is complete. Oh my God, 3 people with feminists. Okay. All this ist feminism, whatever is called masculinism or whatever it is called from the other side, or, taking sides is normally not positive. And if you really, this is not a joke or maybe the realities of life, most of the people from the feminist side of things are generally single, divorced, or alone. So what they're trying to do is, in order to get a support, they're trying to indirectly give fake power to other females in order to split them from their family life so they can have their existence in this world. It is only when you pick a side, and that too a negative side. For being negative, you need a group of people. For being positive, you can be alone. A mother can be positive alone, but a feminist needs a group of people for their survival. All they're doing is to create that group of people so it's basically not divide and rule. It is for their existence. They involve a group of people. Does any feminist says, guys, try to fix your marriage? They won't. They'll generally say, break it up, is injustice, fight it, win over it. Let's make that woman strong. And I'm a man. You can never be a man. But you can be the best and the strongest woman which you can be, which is not what feminists is preaching or feminist people are saying. What you don't understand is the more you split a woman and a man, both are going to self-destroy on its own. The more a child doesn't have a mother and a father, more the child is being also destroyed to the worthy of both that love which a mother and a father give. The energy which a mother gives is different. The energy which a father gives is different. But some people can shift. Some father can take a mother's role also. That is not a problem. But a feminine energy and a masculine energy is what really runs the society. And if it is love and positive, you don't need feminists at the end of the day, right? I'm not going against them. Yes, some places where they need to bring justice to a certain set of individuals, they are needed. But the way how they are presenting it right now, conflicting against men and women, that I don't agree. But the other side, helping a woman who's struggling because of injustice within their family, go ahead, fight it, support that. But then see first if you can work that relationship and then take that next step, right? The whole point of feminism is equality by gender and not supporting women. Okay, now Jyoti Preeti is asked a different question. Now, something, let me make it more clear now. Men, again, this is back to the same thing what I told. Women and men, both are different species created by God. Different. It can never be equal. It can never be equal in any ways. How much ever you try, it is not going to be equal, because for the world to sustain, you need both men and both women for the world to run. If I make everyone men, I'm telling you, the world is going to self-destroy automatically. Where is the mother's love if all are men? Where is mother's care if all are men? How can you make it all equal? You cannot make it equal. Now, for example, now you're talking about equal opportunity for job. Who's generally working on the hard, dirty jobs? Who's working on the cleaning the sewerage line? It is generally men. Why the woman? There you are not talking about equality. 50% will go there. So this is the question: who's mostly building this high-rise buildings? There are chance of being death. Who's generally most in the army? Who's going to fight the battle with another country? There you can talk about equality, yes, but then the question here is when you say equality, it should be equal everywhere, right? And it's not going to work out because you both are different. How can we? This is like the simple question. The monkey, like you have this equality question. When education comes, you all have this question to me that, sir, everyone is equal, not equal, then why they need to be in the same education system? If the monkey knows to climb the tree, why the fish has to also be told to climb as a tree? Both are you. One is a monkey, one is a fish. How can it be created? One needs water and one needs air. Women and men are like that. They're two different things. They're two different species. Please don't try to bring it equal. The world is just going to self-destroy on its own, right? So Jyoti Priya, I hope I have answered the question. Marilyn says thank you. So that means I've answered. Sheher has come back. Hey, come on video, Sheher. You all came on video. Let me hear your voice. It's only one side talking is not enjoyment, right? Because me reading it, I'm wasting 2-3 minutes reading it, right? Pavi, come. You already came, right, Pavi? I saw your video. So come and ask the question. So that is much more interesting, and we have more. Okay, Nandini got her answer. So all thanks to God for that. I hope I've clarified. Okay, Jyoti Priya have a counter question. Sir, equally, does it mean that women are not stronger as men, but when a woman is paid ₹5 for lifting 10 kilos and a woman is paid 10, do you think it is fair? Good question. My first question is, why is woman working for ₹5 for lifting 10 kilos? That is the first question. It is somewhere around you're accepting for ₹5, which is creating your woman's trend as ₹5. The problem is with the woman. Can you people come on camera now? Don't talk about equality if you can't do that. Till now, we two men was only full-time on camera. Which woman was there full-time on camera? None. So all you guys are only going to get paid ₹5. The problem is with women and not now their Sheher has come now on camera again. So the problem is with the woman accepting ₹5, not the man who's getting paid ₹10. If everyone one fine day says that I need ₹10 to work, I'm telling you they'll raise the ₹5 at the end. Now, physical power, you see, maybe men can do 5 things together. A woman can only do 2 things together. Physical strength. So maybe that is the reason why it's 5 and ₹10. I don't know. So why the woman is being ₹10? Maybe she can only raise 2. She is lifting, right? Maybe she cannot do 10 kg for a long time because there is a physical strength difference. Maybe that is the reason she's being 5. Like, Afreen and Sheher, you can switch off the camera. I'm just making you understand why and how you yourself is backing out from this thing, which is you yourself is creating the complex. No one can stop that. And then you say that, oh, I need fairness. Now you can complain. Now how you women will start complaining, I'll tell you. After the show, he didn't ask my question. He didn't answer my question. I told, come on camera and ask. No one came. Oh, it is not equality. He was only looking at to Shivalinga, sir. No one else he was looking at to. We had our photos. This is injustice, inequality to the woman and the men. You can complain. Feminists will say that also. So the question here is, where is our woman? Are they coming front or not? Are they coming front to the places where they need to come or not? Coming front everywhere is also dangerous. Right? Make sure you don't come from there, right? Whew. I hope I'm not going serious in the topic. Just to make you people understand, right? It's still more feminist questions. A girl and a boy, boldness. Okay. A girl is being raised as a boy to have the boldness and courageous like a man by a father, like dressing, hairstyle, her body. Is it necessary to bring a boy? So no, that is crap. That is just, maybe they didn't have a son, so they want to have that son's life in there. Maybe that would be the reason why they're doing it. It is more about, let the girl live as a girl. Like, what's the problem? I think you're reading one of the news which we saw in that. I think that's what is making you ask the question. Woman is powerful when they are really a woman. That's all I can say to summarize it. The day a woman tries to become a man, they lose the woman of power, and they can never be a man, and they end up being some feminist trying to fight or trying to make a presence at that side, right? So that's it. So equal doesn't mean that. So I've answered most of the question. Not, sir, it's just me. Sir, I'm in a situation when I can't talk. Sorry, sir, I'm in a situation where I can't. Okay, not a problem, Pavi, all good. What is this? Pavi's big question. Sir, I've seen the elder child fails or disappoints someone. It seems that the same impression is placed on the younger ones. Is it right or wrong? From my point, it is wrong. But what they're doing is, it is parents themselves disappointed about themselves. My first child is like that, due to which they are putting the same status on you. So basically, the parents have a complex that my first child is not good, so my second child can also go that way. So I need to change some things which I did to my first child. So that is the reason they're doing that to you. In what sense seems an experience what they see the younger on through the glasses, which is tainted by the mistakes done by them? Even how hard the young one tries, they don't believe. I don't know how to make sense and how to overcome that. Don't spend your time to overcome a concept which your parents have made it up. In the home, follow the protocol. In the home, follow the rules which your parents are thinking. You're dependent on them regardless. So follow that and keep working on who you truly want to become and start focusing on. Because if you try to prove, you're wasting a lot of energy by proving someone that you're worthy enough. Go and do what you're worthy enough. The proving will come automatically. Many people are trying to prove their parents, prove their friends, prove their teachers. Your teacher and all getting your energy proving them. And once they're not there, you'll stop proving. Then what's the point? Find out what I want to do. Keep doing that. If you're doing it in the positive sense, automatically you will prove. Now, for example, I'm talking all these things. You're all asking very complicated questions to me. I'm replying it and proving it. I don't know how. That's a different question. But I'm genuinely saying my concept to you from my heart. And when you genuinely do things, you will prove people automatically. So, whatever you're doing, keep doing with all your heart. It'll be proved automatically. But don't work towards proving or trying to justify your parents or trying to satisfy your parents so that they satisfy their previous guilt of what they didn't do to the elder daughter. So the problem is there. You're satisfying that problem. Stop doing that. You keep working hard. You be the best daughter you can be. Maybe they'll realize you later, or maybe they'll realize you after you get married away. Someday they will realize if you are positive. Many people ask me this. So the world is bad. My parents are bad. Or my husband is bad, or some things. Your role is to be the best daughter who you can be, best colleague, best student, best wife, best mother, best grandmother you can be. Because when you leave this world, God is only going to ask one question. Were you a best daughter? Were you the best? He won't ask what your father did, what your mother did, what your husband did, what your all this thing. He's only going to ask about you. And when he asks the questions about you, go and find that answers. God, I've become the best daughter, best mother, and best grandfather, or whatever roles God has given you. I've done justice to it. Then God will say, this is the main reason to make you understand all this. I've given you this birth. Good job. Come to me. And that's what he's going to say. Right? I hope I've answered all the. Thank you for your answer. Help me all. Yes, Pavi. All thanks to God for that. Any more questions? I can go on as long as you people ask. My next show is at 2:30. Okay, I still have time. No, 2:30. Yeah, 2:30 India time. So I still have time. Yeah. Yes, Bhavadharani.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah.
So far, I agreed with all your points, sir. I have no contradictions. But a question, sir. So when we see today's female when they dress, is it out of their comfort? Maybe the cosmetics they use, lipsticks, eyelashes, the heels. It is for their comfort, or are they trying to please someone? It's not
They're
from the
trying to.
feminine point of view. It's just from a human point of view. That perspective, they are not doing it for their comfort. Definitely not.
Yeah.
So are we going to blame the corporate here, or the media influence, or the female who are giving space or being the prey for it?
Every blame comes to you at the end of the day. People are going to sell different products to you. Simple question, Bhavadharani. You take an average of girls versus boys.
Okay.
Who exposes more skin?
Females.
Why? I don't know. You don't talk about equality there,
Agreed.
right? So the question, if you go to any parties, the girls will have the blouse still here, right? For example, men is always covered, suited, booted with the tie neck, even nothing. They don't have to remove their hair. They don't have to clean their hair. They are all there, and they cut their hair also. So again, no worry about the hairstyle also. There is no pressure on men. Look at the amount of pressure which women have to go through. And there no one talks about equality. Every formal party, the guy is all completely covered. You go to marriage, all men are wearing kurtas covered. Woman will show it there. I don't know why. Like seriously, that is one question I always, whenever girls talk a lot about equality, I say, fix this problem first. Right? Fix this problem first, then we'll talk about equality here. But on the other, girls are fighting. No, I want to show. What is the problem of me showing? Yeah, the more you show, the more the pressure. Right? It's your wish. I'm not saying not to show, or that is your call, however you want. At the end of the day, if you truly love yourself, you don't need makeup. Do you see men ever bothering with makeup? Why? They're okay with it. But what? Celebrities, marketing, businesses trying to push you to be someone else every time. They constantly tell you, you're not worthy, you're not worthy, you're not worthy. You have to dress up this way. If every girl, there is 145, 100 girls watching this show, can't you all decide no more makeup today onwards? You can. If you have the power, you can. But will you? That is a question which you can ask, which you need to ask yourself. Why wear this red lipstick? I don't know. Maybe it's to attract. Why are you, now many people say, no, I want to look beautiful. I want to dress the best way. Who kept the standard? Who said that red lipstick is what? Go into psychology. If you go into psychology, red lipstick is to attract. Red color attracts people. So the question here is now if you go any stage show, right? You have celebrity stage show. Bhavadharani, you have seen celebrity stage show?
Yes, sir, I've seen.
You see any guy with shorts or showing his leg or hand?
No, sir, definitely not.
Marketing. And most of the fashion designing people are men. So they will get them covered as much as they can. And why can't guys have sleeveless suit? I don't know. I always think that why can't girls are having sleeveless suit. Why can't boys have also sleeveless suit? So unnecessarily, our girls and sisters are all having a lot of pressure. The more you show, the more you have pressure, right? That is what I tell people. And the more you show, the more money businesses make. For example, think girls have all decided to cover themselves, right? I'm okay. I'm happy with it. Not a problem. But you decide to show your hand. Now, I'll tell you how much money is involved just you showing in your hand. The first point is, once you start showing your hand, you will compare your hand with other hand. Is it fair, dark? And once you compare, is it hair? Oh, I had to remove the hair. Now, after removing the hair, your white spots, the spots will start coming in. Now you have to find a way how to remove. So you put makeup there also, right? Then what happens after some age time? Your muscles here will start sagging. Once the sagging comes, then you'll say, okay, go for artificial, whatever, surgeries and start to remove the sagging. Right? After the wrinkles will start coming. Then you have wrinkle straightener, you have that cream, you have this cream, that have that. Yeah, men cover their hand, no pressure, no tension. Right? So it's your call. I won't say cover or not to cover, but all I can tell you is media is influencing you. Now you might have seen celebrities. They are having this, next time, this is for girls only. Next time, watch the mental state of a celebrity who's exposing too much. Now, for example, you might have seen the shows now. Most ladies are having this V neck. You've seen that? They have this V drop neck. You will see the girl constantly, covering this, covering that. Constantly, she's conscious. This is going that, this is going that, this will show up or whatever it is. How much mental stress you will go through? Will this be shown? Will this be shown? Will this be shown? See the amount of stress. That's why many, celebrities either can't figure out their marriage or can't figure out their life, or they're always in pressure. They're having drugs. They're having going to fitness and all that thing. See the amount of pressure which girls are going through, just overexposing more than what they really have to. So the question here is, now I've seen sometimes small kids wearing small skirts, like literally you think that, why are they wearing such a dress? I don't understand. Now I'll tell you a joke of life. Like my experience, like I was in my 4-5 years ago, I wanted to go and buy a jeans. And my concept was to have plain color jeans. I don't want the shaded one and with the lines one. You can't believe it. I went to so many shops, I couldn't get a plain blue color, navy blue color jeans. Everything has a patch, or will have that, at the top zip, you'll see the blue lines, or the hole will be there, or it'll be straight. I was like, seriously, how much the people are forced into a dressing style by what I say is by scarcity. So they're all playing big games. All you got to do is, how much are you smart enough to work it out? Society will say, oh, why are you covering your hand? Like, just a question. I can give you my personal experience. I always tell my wife, when you come in parties, don't leave your hair open. Tie it up on top in a very good, this Miss World and Miss, they tie up the hair like the French bun and all. I tell her always do that, because that brings a lot of respect, a lot of power to a woman. If you notice that most powerful ladies will have that either head tied in some way. They won't leave their hair free. I always tell her that. You know what? One of the auntie came and told my wife, hey, I just want to see your open hair. I never saw it. Look at the other girls. They're having the open hair. You open your hair, more money, cutting, cut style, that style, color of the hair, all why? Right? So the question here is if you want to enjoy it, play around, do whatever you want, do it. I'm not against it. But don't take pressure with that. Because most of you are taking somewhere a pressure with that. Right? Trying to be someone else, trying to be celebrities, trying to show more than what you're supposed to show. I've seen, I feel really, really bad. I'm not saying about fairity and equality. I really feel very odd when a very senior grandmother wearing all clean, neat saree, and her granddaughter is wearing the most exposed dress which can standing next to her. You think the grandmother will really feel good you wearing that? Think about the grandmother's point of view when you become a grandmother. Right? They are with that culture, tradition, protection of girl, covering of the girl. And when you go and do that, you think you're making them feel happy or you're making them complex. And when you're making them complex, what your life is going to treat you more complex. And that works out from there. Yes, Sheher, go ahead. I triggered her another question now.
So, when grannies wear saree, obviously the stomach is shown, sir. And the same thing when the girl wears a crop top, her stomach is also shown. Why is it not same there?
Okay, so very interesting question. So now, generally, the real way to wear a sari is your stomach also actually covered. The real, genuine 100% of wearing a sari, generally your stomach is also covered. And there is different ways people wear it. Where I went was, I don't know where it was. I went Tamil Nadu or whatever it is. They have a very strange way they wear it. They don't see their stomach anywhere. I told my wife, this is a beautiful way to wear it. So the problem is again trend. Slowly, the real way of sari no one wears. Now the other thing I don't understand. This is one thing which I'm not offending, or I'm just making you understand. How this transparent sari existed is I don't understand. You have the net sari now. That really questions me altogether. Right? Why do you have to wear a net sari? Don't wear it at all. Walk like that only. No, I'm wearing sari, no, for the sake of fashion, you're doing it. Forget that. That's a different discussion altogether. Now, with age, you detach yourself to the body which you have, right? Because the wrinkles will start coming in. Your body will lose control over you and your mind. So what happens slowly, your level of attachment to the body reduces with age. Because you know it's no more in control. Right now, you all think your body's in control, in your control. So you work it, you prepare it. The other thing is, none of the women, elderly, old age people, would you see her in a wrong, lusty way? You're not going to see a grandmother in a lusty way in general. So even though they show you their stomach, it really, now you will see very old age ladies, sometimes, their dress opens up, or, sometimes, something wrong will happen, but you will never feel that bad feeling. Sometimes, after olden age, they can't get up, their breast will be outside or whatever it is. You will see very, very old age people going through that process, because even though they're in that stage, your mind vibration will not change because you respect them to a grandmother level. But when you do the same, it attracts another set of people also in some form. Other thing is, you yourself have a feeling towards my stomach is being shown also. That's the other thing, right? So now, my simple question to all of you. Why are people showing? A simple question. My simple question. Like, one fine day, my point of view is somewhere to attract. Maybe a girl, or to get a status, or to get a recognition, or to get something. Now, simple another question. Why are girls wearing heels? I don't have the answer. But one answer I know, whoever have a complex of height will wear heels. Heels is the most uncomfortable thing. I see celebrities struggling walking. I see, like when I go to some schools and college, I see girls wearing like this big heels and walking tuck, 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 tuck. I was like, why are you wearing this heel? Love your height. You don't need heels. But when you don't love your height, now people say, no, sir, when you wear the heels, the walk is very special. And I have this walk with that way as if you're wearing heels with the flat chappals. Don't spoil your health. Don't spoil your things which you're not supposed to do. Not half, the 90% of the most of the makeup, what you wear is chemicals only. You can't say no to it. Now, if you're putting chemical stuff on your face, what is going to happen in future? There's another question which you got to ask. I know I'm talking a lot of political questions, answers, but I'm telling the truth and the reality. I have nothing to hide from here. And you also know it. Whatever I'm saying, you already know about it, and there's no second question to it. But the question is, do you want to accept it or not? Like one of your friends has told, sir, you're telling everything, but I am not going to accept it. That is your wish. Whatever I'm telling, it is your wish to believe or not. I'm not here to change you. I'm not here to influence you. Deep think yourself. Am I building up pressure unnecessarily? And then once you have a pimple on the face, all the worry starts. How many of you are worried when a pimple comes on the face? You can raise your hand. How many of you are worried when you have a pimple on your face? No one wants to raise their hand. Everyone is happy having a pimple on the face. Great. But most of you are 90. Okay. Cher has this problem. Now if you have a pimple problem on your face, you watch in front of the mirror and you say, oh, pimple, 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 pimple. You go with that energy outside. Every other person is going to ask about the pimple. Right? And every person is going to ask about the pimple. And then what is going to happen next is your uncle and auntie will also go and ask you about the pimple. The day you accept a scar on the face, I'm sure people will stop asking also. That's the beauty of life. Many of you have a scar on the face. You're not bothered about it. But a pimple comes next to that scar, you're worried about it. Why? Because you think that a clear face is what is beautiful. I'll tell you another joke of life. Every human being has a pimple on the right hand side. A person without the pimple will be the most tensed person. It is perspective at the end. So you have a problem because you think the pimple shouldn't be there. But some people will have a problem because the pimple is not there. So, some people have the beauty spot, oh, this actor is a beauty spot here. That is not a problem there because that actress has it. So if I also have it, not a problem. But on the left-hand side, oh, big problem. Why can't that be a beauty spot? So that is the things you have to think about. Yes, Sandra, go ahead.
Sir, my question is that you told about girls wearing makeup, girls wearing heels, that's fine. But guys also wear formal shoes with your suits. Why can't they wear casuals and go? Doesn't matter, right?
No, good question. Good question. No, you ask like these questions, right? So, see, now a system makes a certain protocol. A system makes a certain protocol means to be in a certain group, you need to wear in a certain way so people consider you as a certain kind of individual. For example, if you have to go to a swimming pool, you can't wear cotton dress. You need to wear the synthetic swimming dress. Covered or uncovered is your call, but you have to wear the synthetic dress so it meets that standard which is needed. Now, men is wearing formal shoe. If everyone is wearing formal shoes and to get that decency and respect, maybe you have to wear the formal shoes. That is not a problem. Wear it, not a problem. Because it's a protocol. Everyone is wearing a suit. You have to wear a suit.
The same applies to women. So for what dress we feel comfortable, what shoes matches, we wear that. Like if you're going for a party, we feel heels are comfortable there, so we wear that. Like
hold
heels
on, Sandra, hold on. You're saying heels are comfortable?
Sir, goes good with our dress. So formal shoes go.
Okay, stop. You're saying goes good with the dress. Who said that it goes good with your dress?
No men wear casual shoes for this suit. No men.
No men wears, but nowadays people are doing that also. But no men wears casual shoes with the dress because, see, the question is not about casual or formal. Yes, a formal dressing is there and a casual dressing is there. How to differentiate it? What you wear at home is casual in general. What you wear it outside is formal because you can't wear the way you wear at home when you go in front of a public. That is a general perception. When you go for hunting, you can't wear home dress and go. Once you go into the forest, you need to cover your leg regardless, or else you wear shorts and go, it'll hurt you. So what you're asking me is, my simple question, is heels comfortable or not? Yes or no?
I'm not good with heels, sir. I agree that. I don't wear heels.
Point number one. So you're not comfortable with heels. Point number. My second question is, why wear it? Let's close that discussion there. Second thing is, it looks good with what I'm wearing. So my next question to you, who told you it looks good? You have seen from a celebrity, you have seen a lot of people wearing it, you have seen people do it. So based on your perception of the external exposure which you got, you believe that it is good for you.
Don't even men do that, sir. Like, it's like you're telling only women do that.
No. I'm saying, I'm giving women's example because I'm giving women's example because most of you are women in here. There's only 2 men here, right? So I'm just talking all girls example. I will talk the same thing to boys also. Now, I don't know many guys why they go to gym. I seriously don't understand. What I tell the youth nowadays, why go to the gym? Go clean the bathroom in the best possible way. You will be the most healthiest person. Right? Go and clean the home. When you're cleaning the home, stretch. Clean as much as you can. You think this is not stretching exercise? Why you have to go and the gym and stretch like this with a group of people? Right? So there's many things which the society is trying to make you do. Understand what the truth is. Understand what is the reality behind it. And go do what you genuinely love so there's no pressure onto you. Every time when girls walk on heel, consciously they know my ankle will twist also. You think it's not pressure on mental state? Right? So when you walk with bare legs, you're the most unpressured person in general. Or a little more casual shoes, you're much more perfect. Who said you have to wear? Okay, now a simple question. Right? Now you're saying my dress looks very cool and everything, and my legs are being shown. When it's cold winter, you're going to wear the legs which shows out with the heels? No, you're going to cover yourself. But at the end of the day, anything what I do, is it building pressure or is it not building pressure? Am I doing for the society or am I doing for myself? If you're wearing the heel, saying that it looks good, just so that for the party, and when you're not feeling comfortable about it, you are building a mental pressure unnecessarily. Let the people make fun of you. Oh, you wore flat chappals? Yeah, I love myself like this. I have this height. I respect me who I am. I don't want to be taller than men. What women are trying to do? Trying to be taller than men. Generally, men are going to be taller. Right? So see it from that perspective. Sandra, did I answer the question? Or again?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Good. See, get this all pressure out, and that's what I want to do, right? And that's my plan, right? To make you understand. Oh, what happened here? Okay, it's not in the mood to work. Okay, yeah, it's work. Yeah. So yeah. Oops. That's the next show. Oh, that's the same show. Okay. So that's what happens, and I hope I have answered that question of Sandra. There's a lot of this is one of the best shows which I did after a long. I really like doing all girls sessions because why it is because most of the girls have a different mindset, and the world is putting so much of negativity in girls' mind. I feel so bad that how our girls are being marketed, how our girls are being unnecessarily exposed, how our girls are just made so negative, trying to be versus of someone else. And if I have cleared most of you 100 people still sitting here, I'm very, very happy. I hope I've made sense to you. I hope I didn't offend a lot of people, but it's just to make you think differently. Think to see things differently. Because if I can make you all think differently, your children's, your husband, I'm saying your husband, not your wife, right? Your husband, it's different names which you given, will lead a great life, right? And that's what I really want to do, and I'll keep doing it until you do, right? If there's anything very, very personal, you know my number, you know my name, search it around, find a way to contact, or you can WhatsApp me in whichever form you want and figure it out, right? More questions? I'll go on going as long as, you guys ask questions, or as long as, the organization says for me to stop. I'll go on. And it is all beautiful questions you have asked. Thanks a lot for giving me the opportunity to answer these questions in some form or the other. I hope I've given the best answers which you can. More questions? Don't miss this opportunity. As I said, meet me once, clear all your doubts, and forget me. Don't follow. It is all a waste of time. I'm not here to motivate you, as I keep saying. Every human being have 5 problems in life. Maximum 5 problems. Fix that problem. One could be wearing the heels and building up pressure. Stop wearing the heels. One could be to be thin. If you're fit, if you're thin or fat, doesn't make any difference to me. If you're fit means can you walk and do the job in the most healthiest way so that you don't get exhausted, you are fit. Fat or thin doesn't make any difference. This fat and thin comes in comparison. Right? Good and bad exists because there's a comparison. If you're all alone in an island, it doesn't make any big difference anyways. More questions? Or my job is done. How long am I talking? I didn't track the time here. I can go on until the questions come in, right? So go ahead. No more? Yes? No?
I know that we are just, it's about around 2 hours.
Oh, 2 hours, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yes. I could see, the way you were, interacting. I know this is the second session I'm attending, because when you came to our college, I was there in the auditorium where our students asked lots of questions, like that. And from our organization side, it is really, you made the day wonderful, and also you made the students to think about lots of things, whatever you shared. So they just started thinking of it, and also the questions, whatever they have asked, it is reached. It is no other words to say. It is reached to them already. And also you said even then they have any kind of questions, always they can contact you, as you said. Some kind of personal questions if they have like that also, they can do.
Yeah, and the other thing, what I just add on, all these National Girl Child Day, and
I just want to ask you. Actually, there's something came in my mind in the beginning itself. Yeah. How do you see, sir? Actually, that day which is celebrated for girls, it's there. How do you see this actually?
So all these days are created by political or corporates to sell more products or sell more stuffs, what they're trying to do. Yes. And now, for example, that's what I say. You have this diabetics day or heart day or whatever it is.
Yes,
the person is very healthy. On the heart day, they go test themselves, and then they find there's something wrong with them, and they believe that, and then it goes out. So all these days, like I see Father's Day, Mother's Day, Lovers Day. Hey, why don't you go and love your mother every day? Why you need a special day for it? Special days for what? For the jewelers, so that you go and buy a special gold and diamond thing. So all these days, loving parents should be an everyday thing. Loving your father should be an everyday thing. You don't need a special day for it. Again, National Girl Child Day, or every time girls should be respected, regardless if it is today or tomorrow. Now, why you're putting a special day? No, for importance, someone wants to market, someone wants to use the name to work it out, and that is all they're trying to do. All these days are just for people to remind that celebrate it every day. Now, for example, you have Republic Day and Independence Day. Yes, it's two important days of India, but does it take the Indian away from you? Never. Same applies to all these days. Does the sun go out of you? No, it's all there. Be the sun every day. Be the Indian, which you can do every day. Once you just celebrate it, yes, we are coming together. Celebrate it, not a problem. But doesn't mean that you forget it after that. Right? Many people are there, you have this fasting and you have this health conscious day. You have that, like, okay, that day you're health conscious. Tomorrow you don't have to be health conscious or what. So all these days are marketing so people can pick that day to make that topic and discuss about that topic. It's a good thing to discuss. But then if you're not taking action, no discussion is anyways worthy, right? I've told, sir, what about birthday celebration on your perception? Good question. For me, every day is my birthday. When I sleep, I die. When I wake up, I am born again. Right? I see, this is the other joke I say. On your birthday, do you have any motivation problem? No. Do you have any moody problem? No. You have any frustration? No. Make every day your birthday. You're never moody, never depressed. For me, every day you will see waking up with the same energy. Now, after this, I think 1 hour, I have another 2-hour shows talking again about education and with regards to the pandemic here. I'm going to talk in the same energy only regardless. When you genuinely love what you're doing without expecting anything in return, no one can control you, and you can celebrate every day as your birthday. Every day cut a small cake, but your mindset should make it your birthday. So that you're not moody, you're not depressed. And celebrate every day that I'm the most happiest man today, and let me enjoy it and work it out, right? So celebrate it every day so that you enjoy every day. Or if you want to start it tomorrow, wake up, oh, today's my birthday. Yeah, I'm born today. It's called birth day. So there is 365 days in a year. So if you want, you can celebrate it every day. After you sleep, you have no guarantee you're going to wake up tomorrow. If you really look at it, after you sleep, you have no guarantee to wake up tomorrow. So what you have to do is, when you wake up, it is a new birth you want to. It is a choice you want to live in your past, or is a choice you want to live in now, or is a choice you want to think about your future and mess it up also. I hope, Harsha, I've answered the question. That's it. Janaganamana, I've done it. So good. So yeah, if there's no other questions, thank you everyone. Yes, sir.
We can move to the next agenda, and it is something great. I can say just now I seen somewhere it says how the importance of girls. They said no, it is water. Water is something which is very, very important for all of us. So like that, they usually say no. The girls are also it's very, very important, and girls are always. I used to say no. They are very intelligent. They are very brilliant, and they are very smart. And as you said in the beginning, there is a session called Empowerment of Girls. So why there's a session for empowerment? Because they have already empowered.
Yes.
Even there's one example I can say, the session which is organized now. I could see everything is organized by our own students.
Yes.
There's no those. I'm just telling. This is one simple example I'm telling, but they are capable of doing lots of things in their life, and I hope today it is. It's not like that. The session where we had with our students is something different, I could say. And yes, now it's over to the students if they want to say anything like that.
Yeah, one more thing I just want to add on. Stop seeing as girls and boys. Start seeing as humans. I'm telling you, you will go a much more better point of view. But you know what a feminist will say? Oh, it is human. Man is there also. We agree. He doesn't agree to it, right? So be a man. Everyone is a human at the end of the day. Everyone is a human. The man is there in both one of you, right? So stop seeing from girls and boys. How do I be the best human I can be? And that human has given different roles. Mother's role, father's role. The needed role which God gives you, do justice to that. You are the best human in the eyes of God, or in the eyes of who have actually sent you to this world. If you focus that, you will never have this girls versus boys conversation at all in your head. see it from a human perspective. And I hope that is, you should have a human's day rather than these girls' day, men's day, mother's day, or, day of love, not lovers' day, mother's day, father's day, or a day of, compassion, or day of, charity, or a day of something which is human rather than a specific sided or splitting girls versus boys, or that thing has to not stop. It'll keep going because people make money out of it, right? People can sell more stuff. So that is going to keep going. But if you all think from a human's perspective of how I can be the best human I can be in this world, you people be going to a different level. And I hope few of you understood what I'm saying, and you can carry on. And whatever you learn from me, share it to the world in your name also. Doesn't make any difference. As I keep saying, the messenger is not important, the message is important. If you have learned something, write an article, share it in your name, take full credits for it, doesn't matter, right? Because for me, whatever I'm saying is genuinely coming from my heart. If you can transfer to many other girls, because I know you are going to, now you have recorded this, study a content, give a session to the people more about this, so this message can spread through you also. So many girls like you also understand that it's not girls versus boys. It is how we, a man and a woman, come together to change the society, to change the country, and to change the world. And that can only happen when a girl and a boy comes together. And that is my focus. I want to bring my main objective. People tell me, sir, what's your main objective? To bring back the family together. Because 90% of the problems which you're going through, the answer is sitting in mother, father, and children. And maybe a husband, and that will come into you. Who are married, your husband also. 90% of the problems are sitting there. If you figure that out, you don't need me or any other motivational speaker or any other motivational book. Many people ask me, which is the best book to read? Your life book is the best book to read. After that, your parents' life book, because it teaches your values, your religion, your culture, what you stand by. If you read these 2 books, that is good enough to figure out most of the life. And you don't need me. Or all those, nowadays motivation, all these movies are all moved into entertainment. Right? So you're all into this entertainment thing. Step out of it. Look into your life, how I can figure it out and work it out and make that impact in whichever form you want to do. That's it.
Yes, Sandra, please.
Yes.
Thank you, sir, for that amazing time with us. You really answered our questions in really an amazing way. We had a great time with you, sir. Next, I call upon Shivalingam, sir, the backbone and the biggest support of all our clubs, to speak a few words.
No. Actually, that's why I said no words to share, because I could see the way Deek, was explaining. It's something great, and reality. Whatever is happening, it was, he was just comparing with that and explaining. It is very clear, and the way he was, the explaining, and also the lots of examples is given is something different, because he said one way also, we know this is not, it is very bad for our health, but even then we go for it. So where is the mistake? So like that, really he made the day, and also our own girls think about the, the whatever questions were asked by our students. Even the one of you, maybe I could see Sandra and Ayman and also Seher, they have asked lots of questions. So this question, even others also may have same question. So I hope even others also got a kind of clarifications, and it is there in your hand how you take it to the next level. Whether you're always going to blame the world and blame the society and blame the others and go with the negative, or you're going to take it to the next level as I could see the positive, something which is very, very important. Take the things in a positive way, and take the negative also. Don't take it negative. Take it in a positive way, because that is something which is very, very important. Some people may say you're not good in doing something, you're not something like that, but you take that is in a positive way, convert it actually. That is something which you people can do. And from the college, I wanted to say something. We are expecting lots of things. It is expecting. Expectation is there from you people, because without you, the organization is not there. So you all can create a kind of history, and you can make the things happen when you are there in the college. When you leave of the college where you are going to do it, going to the different places. So when you people that are there in the college, make the things happen. Whatever is possible from you, don't lose your power. That is something which is it's not good also. All are having your power. Make sure you are using it in a on time. That is something which is very, very important. So yeah, which I think we meet every time, every week, every day the sessions are happening. But I could see this is something different. And I must thank on behalf of our college management, principal, Deek, for your time with our students. And also we hope even in future, if time permits, because they need you, I can say like that, because the way you are explaining, and you're bringing out lots of solutions for their questions. In future, our own students are there. They are going to take up this to the next level. If you are there, your time permits, please accept their request, and also you can be with them for more clarifications. So,
yeah, not a problem. See,
thank you.
As I tell everyone, I'm available. How many of your sessions you want with regards to specific topic questions? Prepare it and let me know. I'm there, doing it in best. See, I'm not here to get anything in return, right? So, and you don't need to pay me also, right? So, utilize me in the best possible way. So you learn from it, and then So now, for example, if you think you can make it bigger, have more kids, or on YouTube, or whatever way, you have your own 4 clubs. Each clubs want to do specifically on a specific topic which you think your society or group of girls are going through, for harassment of girls. If that is a topic you want to talk about, and you have different questions related to it, create a question, we can do it. See, I'm here. It is your wish how you want to use it, and make sure, as sir said, utilize me in the best possible way, and find out if you have a group, your family, you want 5 people coming together, bring them together. Let's make the world positive. That's all my intention is. And I'll keep doing it until you call me. But, as I keep saying, is as long as my time doesn't conflict with other things which I do, my answer is always yes to any event which you ask me for, right? So yeah, that's it. And thank you everyone. Thank you, Providence College, for bringing me for the second time here. Maybe somewhere around I've done justice for the previous show, and hopefully I'll keep coming as day comes, going on. God has a plan. Wherever I get called, I'm going to reach there. And the whole group of people who are part of this, your 4 clubs, who have take this initiative to bring me on board and talk to almost 150 girls. I hope I've made some light in each one of you. Now it depends on how you want to make it to a flashlight, or some strike of flame has got into you with regards to positivity. Now it is your wish how you're going to flame it. Different people will try to throw water onto it. That's why I tell people is, after having my session, don't discuss anything. Think about it, rethink about it. Why I told this, what's my concept behind it. See what is needed, take it. What you think I'm talking crap, ignore it. For me, it doesn't matter. Because sometimes when I'm giving something, it can apply to a certain set of people. Maybe the questioner can be one, but the answerer who needs the answer could be someone else. Sometimes God triggers different people that way. So see it from that way. Take positive steps, and automatically life will be positive. And last thing I just want to summarize, I keep saying it in most of my sessions, every tear which falls out of your eyes is something life trying to teach you. Every tear can be frustration, anger, irritation, depression, all these mental things which people mark it by, is something life trying to teach you. If you learn the lesson, the tear will stop. If you don't learn the lesson, the same people and the same situation, or different people with the same characteristic, will keep coming until you learn and change. So the question is, are you willing to change? If you change, the tear will stop. If you don't change, life is going to keep hitting you with the same frustration, with same anger, with same thing, until you change. That is it from my side. Thank you, everyone. Pleasure. And thank you, sir, for being a part of the show for this whole time.
Thank you for the beautiful summary. Thank you, Shivalingam.
Oops, she's gone network down. Okay, yeah, thank you everyone, and thank you Afshin for coordinating with me to have this session worked out. And I think Sandra's stuck now.
Yeah, we'll move to the next, please.
Yes, sir. Welcome, sir. We also had a great time. Thank you so much for coming and accepting us in a short while. I think we'll move to the next agenda. So I would like to call upon uh, I would like to call upon Rotractor Shiny to give the vote of thanks. Thank you.
Good afternoon. It gives me a immense pleasure to have the vote of thanks for today's session. First of all, I would like to thank the Almighty for making this meeting in a successful manner. I would like to thank Sir Deek Parassini for giving this great speech. Thank you, sir. I would like to thank Reverend Sister Principal for us giving this great opportunity. I would like to thank staff members for their coordination. I would also like to thank Mr. Sivalingam sir for being a backbone to all the clubs. I would like to thank all the members participating in this meeting. Last but not the least, I would like to thank all the office bearers of the club who made this event in a successful one. Thank you.
One more tip for Shiny, you could have come on a camera so you could have made more impact on the thank you note. Just a suggestion, that's all. Anyways, all good. So
you,
make
sir.
sure when you, at least when you talk, come on camera so people know who you are. And so I don't know how Shiny looks like. Oh, she gave a thank you note. I'll forget. But Pavi, I'm never going to forget because she's the longest person who stayed for the longest time on camera, right? So that is what you got to do. Make an impact. You girls have to make an impact. Make sure you create that impact in the right ways, in the right way. So we don't need a national day, children day. Let every day be your day. And that's what I want more than anything else, right? Anything else, or I can sign out?
Yes, sir. I think we may end the session now.
Perfect.
Thank you for your participation. We'll meet again, sir.
Perfect. Pleasure. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone. Yeah. Bye.
Monica,